I am God, a unique selling point? There's only one God. When we think the thought, the idea, the truth and reality of absolute love towards its unlimited end, it turns out that each and every one of us, in a constellation of things that cannot be grasped by the dualistic mind, are actually not only of divine nature, but rather through and completely God, creation, which is love. Here now the conventional way of thinking fails, because the term God is based on, represents a unique selling point. There can only be one God. That is a very essential principle of all religions, because even those beliefs that know a large number of gods, such as, for example, very typically Hinduism, are basically monotheistic. So if a person proclaims that he is God, that only can be an affront, an arrogance that may cost the person who proclaims it its physical freedom. He is risking safety. Contrary to everything that is taught and proclaimed, written down and glorified as the irrefutable concept of death, the question of the divine is neither complicated nor unreachable. Is it so simple that we can't see it? A perfect, absolute love, a state of divinity that contains everything. How would it be multiplied? What would his children, sons, be like? After thinking for a moment and shaking your head, you will say, what does this have to do with our world? I can't see love here. This is all nonsense. If I really were God, none of that would exist. Well, the point that comes up here and cannot be seen by the abstract mind is the solitude thing. We are one. Everything is one. The idea of separation from creation prevents us from realizing this. So, if complete, absolute love multiplies, gives birth to its Son as the Creator that it is, this Son, in His holiness, becomes an equal Creator, and all His creatures are of exactly the same divinity, glory, creativity. We create divine humanity in our divine dream, and each of our creatures, our brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter, is also completely holy, filled to bursting with creative power, is, like us, love. The fact remains that this knowledge is not lived in the structure of society. Thick rags hang on the face of the gods. And here the divine spark comes again. It was never really gone in this fateful construction, because the blind gods, they are, that is very subtly reciprocal. Can you recognize it? Your creations. So when you discover this spark of divinity, the recognition of your divinity in you, the inner child, prana, chi, the divine breath, this little flame that shines in each of us, when you discover it and ignite into reality, it is that the world created by you, the world of the ignorance of your brothers and sisters, also changes towards love. your world. So easy, so wonderfully simple, and with such lovely tenderness. Do you understand? It depends on you. You got the power to change all of this towards beauty, towards love, and it is workable. You can do it. It is your thoughts. Create a positive world with your thoughts, loving thoughts. This is the key. Here is the door, the gate. Open it wide for yours, for the salvation of all. Return to the arms of solitude, to love that you are.